Let's see. Are we live? Looks about right. Knock that off. Turn that on. Okay, let's commence. I sold my soul at crossroads last night. I wonder, can you even tell? I'm supposed to be sharp, I'm supposed to be tight, I'm supposed to wind up in hell. Maybe the devil took pity on me, maybe God stood in his way. But the reason I'm here is to tell you, my dear, some clouds are silver, not gray. Thanks. My boots were once new, now the soles have worn through, and they talk with each step I take. It sure ain't too funny when you're low on money and the guy next to you orders steak. Maybe if I told him I'm a long-lost cousin, I could convince him to pay. But while I'm still here, allow me to make clear, some clouds are silver, not gray. Hey! Just home from the war, he told me there's new vacancies for people like you, patriotic and true, liberating them oil companies. Maybe we'll evolve above and beyond, then look back with pity someday. Still, it's easy to find when it's clear in your mind. Some clouds are silver, not gray. Hey! Oh, some clouds are silver, not gray. Yous are all very welcome, and good evening to yous all out there on the internet, on your couches, on your phones, on your tablets, on your toilets, maybe. You let me know. You can do it wherever you like. Are you on stereo tonight? Did you? Cheers, Belfast Banter. I might be. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to work out the hows and whys of whether that's a possibility. But thanks. We'll think about that. Tried it last week. Mixed results. Don't bite off more than you can chew, as they say. I've practiced some songs, got my guitar in tune, got my beers and my drinks, got all you lovely folks in the house, got my Kates and Lindas and Ruths and Shorties, Lexi Smith, Mark and Saz's eldest. Good evening to you. And Johnny White over in Germany. Thanks for your email, Johnny. You had me thinking there. I was like, no, you've got a point there. Johnny says, take this corporate, sell this on a package deal to some corporation on a Friday afternoon. And yeah, it'd be fun that. I'd love to team up with someone who was more, two hands make light work. You're a lot of plates to spin, but good concept. And you could do sort of a pub quiz or a music quiz or something like that. So the cogs are turning there, Johnny. Thanks for that. And people keep asking me political questions. Yeah, I got asked political questions waiting down the side of, what do you call the street on the side of the flippin' Europa station? You're waiting to get the bus to Dublin. You got Americans going, so I'm finishing a PhD. So what's your take on it? I'm trying to go places here. It's 3 in the morning. Speaking of Americans, Bob's back. Hi, Bob. I was curious. I'm often curious, and we don't do this enough when we get people from further afield. We can look up your locale and then ask you questions like, where would you go for a good gravy half and half, or I don't know. So we take a look at. I can't spell. Are you following me here? You're with me, right? Bob's over here, where the Museum of Science and Technology is, Everson Museum of Art. And you can just be nosy, really, for a few seconds here, and imagine what life is like in Syracuse, New York, state of New York. Because it's, I'm always fascinated by where yous all live. I mean, there's Bob, as close to Montreal as he is to New York City, really. Crazy that. Not far away from Lake Ontario. So the map's open. If there's anywhere else you want me to look up, if you're like, I live in, then we'll do that. William's back. How are you, William? Have you had a good week, everybody? Or if you've had a bad week, vent. By all means, get it out of you. And keep warming up here. Kate, I'm going to sing you that Kristofferson song quite soon. Just to make sure this thing's all in tune and my head's with it. This old classic. Still snowy there, is it? The thaw won't be long, I'm sure. Or I hope anyway. Well, have you seen my lady? She's the queen of this whole town. Have you seen my lady? She's the queen of this whole town. She's all dressed up and ready. All dressed up and ready. All dressed up and ready to fall in love. Well, have you seen my lady? She's been searching for her king. Talking about my lady, she's at one with everything. She's all dressed up and ready. All dressed up and ready. All dressed up and ready to fall in love. Hey, James. Up and ready, all dressed up and ready, all dressed up and ready to fall in love. Well, have you seen my lady? She's the queen of this whole town. Bring her forest flowers, decorate her crown. She's all dressed up and ready, all dressed up and ready, all dressed up and ready to fall in love. She's all dressed up and ready to fall in love. There we go, folks. These guys, Kula Shaker, one of their ones, one of their latter ones. They came back from wherever they were hiding up Glastonbury tour probably, and then someone went, hang on, let's make some music. Came back with that one. So, good evening to the rest of you. There's James Robinson from Downpatrick, aren't you still? I'm being all like, where's everyone from today? And look yous up. Larry in Southern California told me, whereabouts? I've got the Google Maps out here. I'm just nosy. I just want an aerial view. And Linda's had a brilliant week, full of beach reflections, woodland sweet songs, campfire chatter, and last but not least, ukulele playing in the great outdoors. Morn views. You're up the Morns as well. San Diego, where Eddie Vedder was from, or he did a lot of surfing there. Downpatrick's lovely. Downpatrick's got, of course, a lovely cathedral. Let's go to San Diego, shall we? I haven't took his with me. Let's go to San Diego. Zoom. Parents went to San Diego, didn't you? And they really liked it. And they really liked the zoo, I think. And the San Diego Bay National Wildlife Refuge, Imperial Beach, and the Tijuana River mouth. Class. And Tijuana, just over there. Zoink! Let's play as a song in the break about with a girl group who sang a song about Tijuana, going south of the border to drink tequila. I've played them before, but this time, as I say, I'm trying to get technical, so I've got the phone plugged into the mixer. So Belfast Banter, the thing about stereo is I have to use I'm not using the phone yet. I could do I do any Gomez songs? Challenge, but no, not yet. The stereo thing I have to use through my computer. There's a workaround so that I can use an Android app on my computer, and it probably slows and kills my computer. But give us another week or so and find me the rest of you if you want, because you can chime in. I think the only way to kind of be using stereo at the same time as this whole malarkey is that I need a follower. You need to have a guest. It needs to be a two-way thing. Otherwise, they won't let you just sort of spew your music out onto there. It's got to be a conversation. And then other people can sort of leave wee voice messages and so forth. There could be two people talking and other people chipping in, which would be cool. It would be like, I don't know, little voice memos and banter and verbal abuse. Don't know. Your Periscope droppings, Larry. What prey are they? Like pins or I don't know, not bird poop kind of droppings. Chris Murray, how are you, sir? What have you been up to? Thanks for coming back for more. Kristofferson from Kate. Sometimes people ask for songs that I do know how to play, but it disappears up the chat room before I've even clocked it. And the next time I'm reading through the comments at the end of it, I'm like, oh, they said this, or they answered my question, or they asked for something in particular, and whoosh, just went past me. So I'm awful sorry if that happens, but it happens. I have seen the morning burning golden on the mountain in the sky, aching with the feeling of the freedom of an eagle when she flies, turning on the world the way she smiled upon my soul as I lay dying, healing as the colors in the sunshine and the shadows of her eyes, waking in the morning to the feeling of her fingers on my skin, wiping out the traces of the people and the places that I've been, teaching me that yesterday was something that I never thought of trying, talking of tomorrow and the money, love and time we'd have to spend, loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Coming close together with a feeling that I've never known before in my time. She ain't ashamed to be a lover or afraid to be a friend. Well, I don't know the answer to the easy way she opened every door in my mind. Dreaming was as easy as believing it was never gonna end. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. She smiled upon my soul as I lay dying, healing as the colors in the sunshine and the shadows of her eyes. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Nice. Kristofferson, that's for you, Kate, and anyone who likes good old-fashioned country. Larry says he's a few recordings in a country vein on harmonica on Periscope. Yes, you've mentioned that before, Harry or Larry. So Larry's using Periscope. That's like the Twitter mobile version of live streaming, and I guess if you've got a profile, then we could find your link, or I could. You've linked as well, actually. You have linked us to your songs before, Larry. So please furnish us with another link for anyone who feels like exploring in the country vein and the harmonica. We'd appreciate that. Send some more good evenings to the Robinsons, certainly, Neil and Jackie, who are on just in Bangor here, really. No point looking you guys up. Did you drive past me, Neil? On Queen's Parade? Someone tooted at me, and I caught a glimpse, and I wasn't sure. And I thought, was that Neil in a blue BMW? And I haven't said, as I say about words or messages slipping on past, I haven't said hello, my good evenings and bonsoirs and bonjours to Fabian and his brother Matthew over in France. And I have asked you this before, but pray tell, Oh, A2, where are you? That's garbage, Dan. Where? Oh, you. That much I remember. Are. And we'll look you up on Google Maps, or at least from an aerial view. We do a bit of Johnny Cash, yes we do. Ah, it was you. It's one of those things where someone goes past you and then your brain goes, you only caught a split second there, so rerun it and do some, you know, some pattern recognition there. I got a Pearl Jam song for you, shorty, yeah. Oh, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson, I'm gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson, look out Jackson Town. Well, go on down to Jackson, go ahead and wreck your health. Go play your hand, you big talking man, make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, go to Jackson, go comb your hair. Honey, I'm gonna snowball Jackson, see if I care. Well, they'll laugh at you in Jackson, I'll be dancing on a pony cake. They'll lead you round hound like a balded hound with your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, go to Jackson, you big talking man. I'll be waiting in Jackson behind my J-Pan fan. Tongue twister there, that verse caught me. When I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson, turn loose in my coat. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson, goodbye, that's all she wrote. Oh, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. We're going to Jackson, and that's a fact. Yeah, we're going to Jackson, ain't never coming back. Class. You ever been to Jackson, Bob? Or Larry? In Jacksonville, Florida? Or Jackson, Wyoming? Is it Jackson? What do you think they're on about? What's the song on about, do you think? Jackson is a town in Wyoming. In Wyoming's Jackson Hole Valley, home to 3 ski areas. Jackson Hole Mountain Resort, and the Snow King Mountain Resort, and the Grand Targhee Resort. The town square features arches made of shed antlers from the nearby National Elk Refuge. Snow King Mountain. Zoom. South Park, wow. There you go. It does exist. They were always letting on that it wasn't a real place. Of course it was. Wyoming, Wyoming, Wyoming. Top left corner, Yellowstone National Park. South Dakota, Minneapolis. Yeah, it's a while away. It's closer to... I'd say you're closer, Larry. You'd win by a pinch. Let me see. Yeah. That's assuming it's that Jackson. Could be the other Jackson. We'll never know. Jackson, Mississippi. Ah. State capital. We're learning. We're learning, folks. Getting geography lessons, that's what this is all about. Come on. You must know the palace of Louis the... let me do my Roman numerals. Louis the 14th, yes. Hey, we got some bits here, kids. Thank you so much. An anonymous cheerer gave us 50 bits. Twitch bits. That's a currency, I think, in Twitch. Twitch. Yes. We're streaming to Twitch. We don't usually get bits. That's much obliged. Get me some strings, hopefully. A kind of taller, more abrupt version of the Scottish Highlands is Yellowstone National Park. Class. Yes. And you mentioned in your email to me, Bob, your wife would like a holiday in Scotland. I can see Scotland from Donaghadee, or at least the west coast. It's only about 13 miles away, or 9 miles actually from Donaghadee. So I wouldn't row it, but you could get a boat. And have you been before? Is that somewhere you're wanting to go, or somewhere you've been before and you want to go again? Let's look up Versailles, shall we? You live in Versailles. Let's look up the palace. That would be pretty bling if you lived there. Oh, it's going to show me in America now. Damn. Some serious architecture. I'm paranoid. I'm screen sharing to myself, so I'm always jumping across. Look at the inside of that. Yeah, opulence. And then it was off with their heads. What? Not far from Paris. Class. Yay. Kris, we've done Kristofferson. I'm thinking Pearl Jam soon enough, yeah. And yeah, Irish tunes, yeah. I've got a couple of different ones actually that I'm going to give you a go at. Had a try today. I was still thinking of Geordie, and I think Brenda must have shared the virtual link to his service, his funeral service. And Brenda or someone on Facebook for me. So I think he'd like these songs. I know he'd like these songs, but we'll get round to that. But in the meantime, cheers to everybody. If you're drinking or if you're just staying hydrated, also, cheers for staying hydrated. We do this in a nice low singable key, huh? State of love and trust as I busted down the pretense. Sin still prays and preaches, but I have an empty core. And the signs are passing, grip the wheel, can't read it. Sacrifice, receiving the smell that's on my hands. And I listen for the voice inside my head. Nothing, I'll do this one myself. Lay it down as priest does. Should the Lord be accountant, will be in my honor. Make it painfully quick. Promises are whispered in the age of darkness. I want to be enlightened, yeah, I want to be told the end. And the barrel shakes, aimed directly at my head. Oh, help me from myself. And I'll listen from both sides sides of the frame. Nothing, I'll do this one myself. Oh, myself, myself, myself. Hey, na 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 na, ain't that something? Hey, na 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 na, ain't that something? Hey, na 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 na, ain't that something? We'll go back, go back, go back, go back, oh. Then I'll listen for the voice inside my head. Nothing, I'll do this one myself. And the barrel shakes, trigger waits, aim right at my head. Won't you help me from myself? Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. In a state of love and trust, in the state of love and trust, in the state of love and trust, in the state of love and all right, we got there. Phew. Let me catch up. I had my screen on another side so I could read there. Periscope. Oh, Larry, yes, it's all going away. They'll move on to something else. They're transforming Twitter, I guess, just and making the Periscope thing. What do they call it? Not superseded, but when they run something out and get and say, enough's enough. We've got other things, which will do the job just as fine. So, show us around your hometown. That would be apt, of course. That's what show and tell's about. Here we go. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Bangor Castle Park. Don't think there'll be pictures of that, will there? Yeah. That's the town hall on a nice green day. And I think they finished building that. That used to be where the leisure centre was. Zoom. Castle Park. Takes forever when you use that sweet thing. What about? It's down here. What we'll do then is zoom out. By the sea, of course. There is the Picky Fun Park with the swans. The little keep, the little tower house where they done their customs and bits and pieces right there. And just to the side of that is the rabbit rooms, basically. There's the Tourist Information Centre, now using the side of that. I mean, I don't really know what they use the old building for. Like, no one really knows. But just, you can't really see the whole, you can't really see past it, but actually you can just, no, not like that. How do you zoom in down here? We're waiting for this little place to, as a wet pub with a sweet little inside, to reopen its doors. And down in there, where my mouse is waving, that's where I'm sitting. Playing the guitar on a Sunday usually, and eating, there's the chair there, right there, boop, 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 behind this wee, no, actually, there's right, that's my seat, yes, that essentially where that pint of harp is, is where I'd take the table out of the way, and there's the fire going, and off we go. People are eating. That's my key clock, it's not that tall. Also, that's basically the booth. So when you back in there, there's a bit of the harbour, seagull, more harbour, and a guy in a yellow hoodie. there's Steve McCartney. Having a wee pint. There you go. Okay. Fancy seeing him there, you know. They've had the Castle Park's a small park. The Ward Park is a bigger. It's got a gravel hockey field, I suppose, for the kind of, not the ice hockey kind, but the sort of run around on with a ball version of it. So they have a big track and field area there. And that was big enough to house it, to put a couple of big outdoor festival-y things on. Our local legends, Snow Patrol, are from are from Bangor, and they put a couple on. In fact, they've had 3 now. And once upon a time, I think it was like 2010, for some random reason, Eminem and some pals turned up and played there. It's really random. They don't. That's about the only exception where it hasn't been Snow Patrol. I mean, obviously, you can throw these festivals together pretty easy, like, but that's been the random one. So, like, did Eminem play in Belfast? No, played in Bangor Ward Park. So, kind of random. But there you go. That's that. That's Bangor Town. We'll go back to that another day. Alan Blundell's asking for some McAlpine's Fusiliers. And Biff Trump fucked up his back, drank too much last week, praised you embarrassingly too. Ah, cheers, man. Yes, I saw your clip on you subscribed to my YouTube channel, and then you're called John Wayne now on YouTube, and you'd clipped Anticipation. So Anticipation's now up on YouTube because I hadn't bothered uploading it. Harry's in the house now, just dispensed with the servants, so looking forward to your chansons. What am I looking for? There's a wee tune here we're going to sing that I haven't done in ages and ages. In fact, I looked it up as to how to play it. We'll give us a wee blast. Up here. Whoops. Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? And touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline. Good times never seemed so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Now I look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only 2. And when I hurt, hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline. La-ba-ba. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined, la-ba-ba, to believe they never would, but now sweet Caroline, la-ba-ba. Good times never felt so good, so good, so good. I've been inclined, la-ba-ba, to believe good times never felt so good. I've been inclined, la, 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 to believe they never would, but now I do. Cool. There you go. I hope this suits some of yous. The old, who do you call him? Neil Diamond. And for anyone else who didn't realise that, that's also the Northern Ireland football, unofficial football anthem. Sweet Caroline. Maybe it's the official one. Not sure. But they love to sing that song. You just looked up Bangor on Wikipedia. Rent Collective also from there, yeah. I gotta mention, yeah, I don't know how that happened. Someone made up a... Suppose anyone can write anything on Wikipedia. Needs verified, but... So hope you enjoyed that one there. You want these Irish tunes yet now? Seeming that you're after them. Not sure Joni Mulligan's gonna come tonight to visit, but I'm gonna sing Joni Mitchell's song that's in my head on behalf as a thank you. What would I be putting this in the key of, do you think? Given the choice? C. C's always a good key for folk songs, isn't it? You should live stream at a local Irish pub or sports bar when things start to open up. Yeah, I could do that, or I would think of doing that. There'd be ways and means, I suppose. Ethernet cables and condenser mics. But it'd be good fun, that, yeah. As down the glen came McAlpine's men with their shovels slung behind them. 'Twas in the pub they drank their sub, and it's up in the Spike you'll find them. They sweated blood and they washed down mud with pints and quarts of beer. And now we are on the road again with McAlpine's Fusiliers. I stripped to the skin with the darky Flynn, way down upon the Isle of Grain. What horse-faced tool said I knew the rule? No money if you stop for rain. McAlpine's god was the well-filled hod, with your shoulders cut to bits and seared. And woe to he went to look for tea with McAlpine's Fusiliers. I remember the day the Bear O'Shea fell into a concrete stairs. What Horseface said when he saw him dead, well, it wasn't what the rich call prayer. I'm a navvy short was the one retort that reached unto my ears. For when the going is rough, you must be tough with McAlpine's Fusiliers. Hey! till the sweat has had me bet with Russian check and pull. On shuttering jams up in the hydro dams and down below the Thames in a hole. I've grafted hard and I got my cards, and many's the ganger's fist across me ear. So if you pride your life, don't join by Christ with McAlpine's Fusiliers. Okay. By the dockside one evening so fair, to view the salt waters and take the sea air, I heard an old fisherman singing a song. Oh, take me away, boys, my time, it's not long. Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Now Fiddler's Green is a place I've heard tell, where fishermen go if they don't go to hell, where the skies are all clear and the dolphins do play, and the cold coast of Greenland is far, far away. Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. The skies are all clear and there's never a gale, and the fish jump on board with one swish of their tail. Where you lie at your leisure, there's no work to do, and the skipper's below making tea for the crew. Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Is there any other verses? There are. When you get back on dock, I don't know the verse melody, I'm sorry. When you get back on docks, there's a long trip is through. There's pubs and there's clubs and there's lassies there too, where the girls are all pretty and the beer it is free, and there's bottles of rum growing from every tree. Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Now I don't want a harp nor a halo nor me, just just give me a breeze on a good rolling sea. I'll play me old squeeze box as we sail along, with the wind in the rigging to sing me a song. Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Fiddler's Green, sort of. I knew it this afternoon, but it's all away out the window today. So we'll close that one there, and yes. Brian Morrison like that. Thanks, Brian. You should change hydro dams to Dolbro dams and make it your own song. I'll try to remember that for next time. Okay. That's it. Okie dokie. 8:20. Let me say some thank yous actually from last for the support for last week. A thank you to Mark and to Harry and to Bob and to William and to Jackie. And off the top of my head, although I will be able to say some more thank yous if there are any. And if you and Shorty, yes, Shorty bought a little thing on Bandcamp, didn't you, Shorty? How do we go to Bandcamp, you might be asking? There's a link here. That's it. That's the link in case you're wanting to support the channel or need rid of some money. Let me see, hang on. I don't want to leave anyone out and being like, thank you very much. I tipped you or gave you some dough. Sarah Wright, thanks, Saz. Thank you. And Adrian and Johnny. Of course, Johnny. Johnny's bought it all. I need to make something else for Johnny. But anyway, I'm indebted to you all. And when the summer comes and you need your gardens cut or you need your fences painted, you could be like, see all that money I've been handing you? Get over here and do some chores, sunshine. The Robinsons, and I know William, he'll take me up on it. Right, lug this. Gopher. There's Pete Garner in the house. Hello, Peter. You were on last week as well, sir. Good to see you again. Unquiet Grave. I'd have to have a look. I haven't sung you that before. Sounds like a cool title. I'm not familiar with that, Bob. I'll make a note of it. That's a bit of a left field melody. It is. I know the chorus is not, or the verse was off the wall. Just not there at all. It's Barney McKenna who does and your man. My head's away. Barney McKenna of the Dubliners. And he wouldn't normally sing. He'd play the banjo. So I have Ronnie Drew introduces him and just sort of takes the piss out of him in front of this German audience. But fisherman, so he is Barney. So that's for fishermen out there. And Geordie was a fisherman, and it needs a bit of work that still, but nice tune. So who likes a bit of fishing? That'll be coming up. So that's my thank yous, and we're going to crack on here. Some more tunes. I'll sing you this other one then. Will I? No. Or redeem myself and then go back. Go up, go down. You're still waiting for the 30-min Dolbro Dan session from the other week to appear on Bandcamp, so you can order it. I'll rip it off and get that put together. was she for Halloween? The ugliest girl you ever seen. Someday she will die alone. What was she for Valentine? A long forgotten concubine. Someday she will die for no one. She seems to me to know all that glitters is sour, all that lies in her place. Jesus saves old age, old age, old age. It's okay to kill your idols, just pretend you have no rivals. We all know that she's friendless. Spits at mirrors, not an issue. Just remove the hateful tissue. We all know her rage is endless. She seems to me to know all that glitters is sour, all that lies in her place. Jesus saves old age, old age, old age. And then she begs and she says, pretty please, I'll make her pure again, I'll make her clean. No one knows she's aspirin. Someone please tell Anne Boleyn. Chokers are back in again. Someday she won't have to fake it. Living will itself seem sacred. Someday she will just refuse. She seems to me to know all that glitters is sour, all that lies in her place. Jesus saves old age, old age, old age. Jesus saves old age, old age, old age. I'm sorry, so sorry. I'm sorry, so sorry. Matthew's away. See you. Well, you'll see me tomorrow, Matthew, if you're watching. So, bonsoir. Thanks for tuning in. He's comparing versions of The Unquiet Grave there, Harry and Bob. I'll check the link in a wee sec. Let's do this Joni Mitchell song for Larry in the state he's in. Sitting in a park in Paris, France, and for Mathieu in Versailles, France. Sitting in a park in Paris, France, reading the news and it sure looks bad. They won't give peace a chance. It was just a dream some of us had. Still a lot of lands to see, but I wouldn't want to stay here. It's too old and cold and settled in its ways here. But California, California, I'm coming home. see the folks I dig. I'll even kiss a sunset big. California, I'm coming home. I met a redneck on a Grecian isle who did the goat dance very well. He gave me back my smile, but he kept my camera to sell. No, the rogue, the rad rogue, he cooked good omelets and stews. I might have stayed on with him, but my heart cried out for you. California, California, I'm coming home. You make me feel good, rock and roll band, I'm your biggest fan. California, I'm coming home. Oh, it gets so lonely when you're walking and the streets are full of strangers. All the news of home you read just gives you the blues, just gives you the blues. So I bought me a ticket and I caught a plane to Spain. Went to a party down a red dirt road. There were a lot of pretty people there, reading Rolling Stone, reading Vogue. Said, how long can you hang around? I said a week, maybe two, just until my skin turns brown. Then I'm going home to California, California, I'm coming home. You take me as I am, strung out on another man. California, I'm coming home. Oh, it gets so lonely when you're walking and the streets are full of strangers. All the news of home you leave, and about the war and the bloody changes. Oh yeah, will you take me as I am? Will you take me as I am? Will you? Oh, will you take me as I am? Will you take me as I am? California, California, California. There we go. Bring back Joni Mulligan. There you go. Mother, I've been voted off. We didn't get your state, Biff. I was looking up on the maps where everyone's from. Bob in New York and Larry on Periscopes in California. So do share your state, please, or your state of mind at the very least. But your state, please, would be great, and then we'll just know where everyone is, which is nice. California, right. Here's a wee song for Saz. Reason I'm dedicating this to Saz because as I'm thinking off the top of my head is literally because you're awful good when it comes to sharing on the wedding forum group on Facebook, which is great. And that's been I'm not sure if that's had a direct correlation to it or not, but a girl called Savannah followed me on Facebook there a couple of weeks ago and wants to get me to play it at her and her fiance Ryan are going to get married in Craigavon, which is South Down, County Down, and they're playing at a nice, or their wedding venue's called the Riverdale Barn. So that's really great. And I'm thinking to myself, I need to be more proactive. I should be sharing more things with a little tag to say like vintage wedding or alternative wedding or something like that, because I don't really play the charts. I don't like playing Ed Sheeran too often. But a few weddings are good things. So thank you, Saz, for the times that people have said you're obviously on that group and they go, anyone know any musicians play at our wedding? And you always go, Dan plays, play Dan. But then it's usually a open question, and then there's 30 names all saying, we all know, we all do it. Take your pick. So I'm gonna have to get ringing up some of these venues and say, if anyone's ever asking, put my name forward. because weddings are fun and a good way to pay the bills. So, tune called I'll Follow You Into the Dark. Okay, thanks, Harry. Oh, I love being wrong. Looking forward to yours as well. Your wedding's on the 4th of July at the Mill. Looking, that's going to be a good night. Mark and Saz. Love of mine, someday you'll die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark. No guiding light or tunnels to gates of white. Just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. But there's no one beside you when your soul embarks. I'll follow you into the dark. You and me have seen all there is to see, from Kangkok to Calgary. Now the soles of our shoes are all worn down. The time for sleep is now, nothing to cry about, for we'll hold each other soon. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, I'll follow you into the dark. Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule. I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black. I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, I'll follow you into the dark. 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 Oh, what could it be? It's an alarm. Was that playing tunes over the top of that? That's probably been playing music into that. Huh? I don't know. You might have heard something there, I didn't, but my phone is plugged in for my halftime break. Fingers crossed for July. Everyone will be up for a day and a night out. It's a Saturday night, is it? If so, we're in for a wee subdued Sunday the next time if we're doing a live session. So yes, Neil's watching and Hook Guitars are watching. So there, double viewings. That was a fast version of Death Cab for Cutie. I'm not sure why I'm playing it like that. It should really be. Not all upbeat. It's meant to be a sad kind of song. Right, anyway. Let's keep cracking on here. I got some of my own to do. I'm looking at them going, what song should I sing? thought of it. A Bob Dylan song, a couple of Bob Dylan songs I want to get through. Got this little multicolored sheet of songs I might get to, as well as others. But this one of mine I haven't done in a good while. A song about sort of relationships coming awry, so it happens from time to time. I had a friend who took this song to heart and then went out with this song playing in his head, and there's a line about make a fist to pass on the pain, and he was like, I was thinking of your song. I was like, don't take that literally if you're going to go around and beat up your ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend, you dick. But anyway, kicking his windshield, what do you call his off? His mates came around and knocked his rear view, his wing mirrors off. It's like, you renegades. Alcohol and being young and dumb. How's this go? Ah, Andrew Wilson, there you are. How's how's Amy? She's not on tonight. She's in the hospital. Has she been yet? Is she okay? That's the one. There goes Jane, has she gone insane? She left John high and dry. No word of warning, shared their last morning and left without saying goodbye. While John slept on, well, Jane got dressed and stole from him all she could find. By the time he awoke, she had already left, though he'd never understand why. Why there must be something in the water, dissolving all sense of honor. There must be something in the air. You breathe in defeat and breathe out despair. Much for together forever. I'll not make that mistake again, said John to himself. Meanwhile someone else was already moved in on Jane. And if by chance their paths should cross, I don't know if John will restrain. I'm teaching this punk a thing when he's drunk, make a fist to pass on the pain. Ah, there must be something in the water, dissolving all sense of honor. There must be something in the air. You breathe in defeat and breathe out I don't care. Silly squabbles, self-centered problems look small when viewed from above. But now a storm rages, fueled by their hatred, where once there only was love. Oh, John, won't you show understanding? Oh, Jane, give the guy some respect. Try to recognize all reality's lies and the tie that keeps it all in check. Yeah, there's something else in the water, connecting connecting us all with each other. There's something else in the air, circulating everywhere. There's something all over the earth, too pure to define what it's worth. The power source of the universe. Sometimes it's a joy, sometimes it's a curse. Zoom. Hello? Yeah, I had some probs there, kids. Could be break time. Let's see what the computer thinks of that. Yeah, it's cooking. Hi. I will take a break, take a quick break. Come back about 9, sing a bit more. We'll have a 2-part stream, yeah? It's always handy just to sort of reset that thing. Just gives my computer more buffer, more RAM. Gives the CPU a chance to think. I know, I cut out, didn't we? Yeah. I'm back. I'm enough to say that we had some technical difficulties there. I hope it didn't impact. It was just the harmonica solo at the end of the wee tune there. What we'll do though is come back, go have a little restroom break, and thanks Farriers, that's class. They're following me. That's our local band, or at least I don't know why I'm getting all these little. Are these actually happening now, or is there a backlog? Michael. If Michael Gaffney, if this is you've just followed me, appreciate that. The name of that one, Biff, get yourself over to Ban de Camp and look in Singing Homemade Music. The album Singing Homemade Music there is there, and look for a song called Jane and John, a song for Jane and John, yeah? Join me if you will in say 15 minutes, whatever your local time is. It'll still be 15 minutes. So we'll sing a few more. There's tons more to get through actually, and I'm having fun. So join me then, won't you? In a little bit.